What is the first thought you have when you wake up in the morning? I don't want to go to work. My bank account is very low.
I look like shit.
I think I'll distract myself with TikToks for an hour. I don't know if you're anything like me, but most of the time when I wake up in the morning, the first thought I have is something negative. Luckily, I have a really wonderful person in my life who got me this little white book. This is a gratitude journal, as you could probably tell from the title, because you're smart, and I've been filling it out for a year. And I realize it's kind of changed my life, so I wanted to share it with you. Before I get into the specific journal that I use, I want us to figure out why we should even try gratitude in the first place. First of all, our brains are wired to see negativity, problems, and conflict. Back in the day, us humans had to be a little more aware of threats and risk to survive those ice age streets. But today, we don't have all those same dangers other than Nashville drivers. Those are arguably worse than a hungry woolly mammoth. What we do have today is the same issue of old, waking up with a negative mindset or a conflict-based way of thinking. Gratitude has been the single most effective way for me to combat this negativity. And since you probably don't know who the hell I am, hopefully you can trust science. There's been a butt ton of studies that prove people who practice daily or weekly gratitude tend to live happier lives. I'm kind of a dum-dum, so I'm not gonna share a bunch of metrics with you, but what I can share is my story, and don't worry, I'll keep it short. Truth is, I've dealt with a lot of anger, depression, and the feeling of just surviving and scraping by. And for a while, it put me in a really dark mental place and affected some of my most important relationships in life. And I'm the type of person who's always looking for the next level up, the next project, the next trip, whatever. It was only when I started to slow down and look inside myself for the things I already have and start expressing gratitude for those things that my mind slowly shifted toward positivity. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like my life is great or perfect, because it's not. I struggle with this daily, all the time, and I just wanted to keep it real with you guys, because part of gratitude is practicing and struggling and figuring it out over a long period of time. So you're gonna have some shitty days, but when you start and end those days with thankfulness, I think you'll be really surprised at the change and the shift in your perspective, and you won't be constantly striving, hopefully, for the next thing, whatever it is for you. I don't know what your relationship is like with journaling, but for me, I've never really been keen on the idea of writing first thing in the morning. I like to wake up slowly, take a hot shower, make some coffee, and not write a novel. That's where this journal comes in. It's called the 5-minute journal because guess what? It only takes 5 minutes or less to complete every day. Ideally, you're supposed to fill this out right after you wake up, but honestly for me, I like to take a shower, grab some coffee beforehand. I just make sure to do the journal before I look at any screens or start working. Okay, so really quick, we're gonna run through what using the 5-minute journal looks like every morning, just so you can see a real world example of how I do it. So at the very top, you just gotta fill in what the date is, and today is May 22nd. And then the top has a nice little inspirational quote. Today's is from Mimi Icon. It says, "Surround yourself with people that inspire you, and you will not only grow, you will soar." Pretty cute. Okay, so the very first thing we gotta do is write down 3 things we're grateful for. And this is always like a challenge for me in the morning when I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't want to think about what I'm grateful for, but it kind of starts to get those positive gears turning in your brain first thing in the morning. So it's a really good practice. So the first thing I'm grateful for is the people watching this video. Okay, what's another thing I'm grateful for? I am grateful for my fiance Lauren's sense of humor. And then the third thing I'm thankful for today, I will say my awesome friends and family, just because, you know, they're super supportive of me and my stupid ideas. So I gotta be thankful for them. Okay, and then the second section is what would make today great? And this is really fun because you kind of get to envision what a great day could be for you and kind of bring those things to fruition. So the first thing I'm gonna write is a conversation with a stranger. I love meeting random people and just getting a quick glimpse into their life and having a quick, nice conversation when I go to a coffee shop or something. So yeah, I think that'd be great. I think what else would make today great is probably playing some Halo with my friend Christian tonight if he's down to clown. And for my last thing, I'm gonna put going on a nice long walk outside. I tend to forget to do that sometimes because I'm in here editing all day, every day for Matt Diavella. So I gotta remind myself to go on walks, and it generally brightens my day when I get to have some fresh air, some sunshine. So that is my third thing that I want that would make today great. And then the final thing you have to write in the morning is a daily affirmation. Sometimes I write something in this line that's just kind of self-encouraging, and then sometimes I write something that I can hopefully kind of bring to fruition. Like, let's say today I will communicate well and love my people. So obviously these are gonna change every single day. You wanna come up with new things to be grateful for, new things to go for in life. And yeah, it's just a really good practice. So now let's move on to what would be nighttime. I had to edit that because it's actually nighttime right now, so I guess I didn't really have to edit anything. You gotta come up with the 3 biggest highlights of your day. So let's see, I'll just actually do mine for real today. What's the biggest highlights of today? First highlight of my day was eating breakfast tacos and watching Workaholics with Lauren. We were laughing our asses off, eating some good food. So that is #1 highlight of the day. Second highlight of the day was changing Lauren's windshield wipers for her. And it took me way too long to figure out how to do it, but we had a good time. We were laughing about it and it was a kind of a cute moment for us. So that's #2. And then what's #3? I think #3 would be working on a YouTube video because it's hard to do when you have a full-time job, but we squeezed it in today. We're here at, 7:15 p.m. filming some footage, so I'm gonna say working on my video. So you came up with your 3 highlights of the day, and hopefully that encourages you to kind of be aware and present during your day to notice the beautiful little moments in your life. Last thing we gotta do is write, what did I learn today? Dear pen, teach me what I learned today. I know I'm really smart already, but there's gotta be something I learned. Oh, I learned how to change windshield wipers. I actually learned how to do it. I've done it before, but I feel like I only do it once every 7 years or something. So that's all it is. It's very short and sweet and pretty fun, honestly, just to come up with these positive things and, be able to go back and look through the book and see great things that have happened. It's just a good experience overall. So I just wanted to share with you what it's like in real time to actually fill this specific journal out. I love the 5-minute journal because it's short and sweet, but obviously you don't need this specific journal to practice gratitude. You can write in a notebook or tattoo your dang skin. It's up to you, I don't care. In order for this process to have the biggest impact on your life, you need to stick with it and make it a part of your daily routine. And once you do that, I think you'll start to see some positive changes in your life. The first change I noticed in myself is that I feel more present. When I start my day with gratitude, I notice the wind blowing through the leaves, the warmth of the sun on my face when I take a walk, and the softness of my children's fur. It might sound goofy, but gratitude is a mindfulness practice. It grounds you and increases your awareness. The second change I've noticed in myself is that I feel more content with where I'm at right now. As I mentioned earlier, I'm always kind of looking for the next goal, but doing this every single day kind of helps me slow down a little bit and just see the blessings I have right now. And I'm still riding that struggle bus once in a while. It's pretty difficult some days, but I think overall it's helped me be more content. And thirdly, gratitude journaling serves as a reminder every single day of the beautiful humans in my life and just the beautiful little snapshot memories that I've lived. It's so easy to set ourselves on cruise control and live our lives in a distracted state. I do this freaking every day on my phone. And if I'm feeling down, I love looking back through this journal and remembering the gifts I've been given. Like on July 26, 2020, my friend Andrew lost my drone who we named Clyde. That was such a freaking stupid moment, but it was so funny. And on November 8th, 2020, Lauren and I, my fiance, had an Unis Honest Marathon. I don't know if you know what that is, but if you know, you know. Okay, so I actually have a confession to make. I have not been practicing gratitude for 1 year. I've been practicing gratitude for 2 years. When I looked back through this white journal, I realized that I actually started it just about 2 years ago because I've missed days. I've missed weeks, Sometimes you fall off the wagon, but the great thing that I realized and that I wanted to share with you guys is that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be spot on all the time to be grateful. You just have to practice. If you miss a day, start again tomorrow morning, get back on the horse, and keep bettering yourself for you and for your loved ones. It's totally worth it. As for me, I'm done with this little white book. It's totally filled out, only took 2 years, but that doesn't mean that I'm done with gratitude. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe and like it, or don't. I don't really care. You can check out my Instagram and my Discord server if you want to chat and talk to some cool people. I don't know. It's up to you. Either way, text me when you get home so I know you're safe and I love you. I'm actually naked and I have to shower now. Bye.